Hello everyone and welcome to our brand new comic book video. My name is Michael and today we're going to be talking about graphic novel adaptations of novels, books, stories, even poems. So since comic books have since the early days of comic books when they were being released, one of the popular ways to try and get kids interested in stories and stuff is they would oftentimes take the actual, like a novel or story, and they would adapt into a comic book form. This was something that was done like in the 40s as a way to try and get some children interested, but as itself has a part of the comic book field has really grown and has become very popular, especially in recent years, where very famous or very popular stories will be taken and adapted into more of a graphic novel comic book form. So today I have some different ones to just showcase for you today. And some of them are going to be ones that are from like my own personal collection or ones I bought from another collector. And some of them are actually ones that are available here in the library that you're always welcome to request, and we can actually check it out and hold it for you or send it to one of the other libraries where you can pick it up there. So the first one I have today is a graphic novel adaptation of The Hobbit by J.R. Tolkien. So this is just a very interesting adaptation. Just takes the actual story and just puts it more in a comic book form. I can open it for you just so you can see some of the artwork there. Some beautiful artwork there. But this is just very nice. It's just taking a nice, very famous, very classical story and just putting it in a nice illustrated form. This is that one. Next one I have for you is actually more of a young adult one, but it's the book one of the Bartimaeus trilogy by Jonathan Stroud. It was a very popular series when I was growing up, so they eventually decided to make the first book into a graphic novel. So this is the graphic novel here, but you can just see some of the beautiful artwork there. Some really nice work done on those. Next one I have is, this is actually a comic book series that was released by Dynamite, and it was an adaptation of the first book of the Wheel of Time series. Dynamite never went ahead and did the rest of the books in the series except for the prequel novel, just because the series wasn't quite as popular, the comic book series. Plus, the Wheel of Time series, for those of you who may not know, is a very long, lengthy series. It's about 15 books or more in the series, and also each book tends to run about 1,000 pages. So to try and adapt the whole thing would have been a very large task to accomplish. So they only adapted the first book, but it was in comic book form. So what we have here is actually the hardcover version of just some of the issues that were put together in just a single volume. So this is volume 1 of The Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan. Now the ones I'm going to actually show you now are some of the ones that are available here at the library that you're always welcome to request and check out. First one's actually based on the epic poem Beowulf there. So this is a very classical story that came out of like England and stuff. Well, actually that's the original copy of the poem was in England. But it's just a recount of the famous epic there of Beowulf and his fight with a couple different monsters, a dragon. So this is just an adaptation of just taking that classic poem, just putting it with artwork. Next one I have is actually also a adaptation of a very classic kid story, A Wrinkle in Time. So this is just like a way for kids who may struggle with actually reading, where you can give them something like this, where it has this beautiful artwork and stuff. It may help kids be able to follow along better with the story if they have a visual illustration to go along with it as well. And the final one I have is actually The Lightning Thief, the Percy Jackson series here, which of course is a very popular series. They went ahead and did also took some of the stories from that as well, and just did some graphic novel adaptations with it as well. And then we also have some other ones here. We have some of the, like we have Anne of Green Gables here. We I also have Game of Thrones. We have a graphic novel version of part of one of the books for that as well. So we have some of these other ones as well. But these are just some very great ways to take different stories, different novels, even some of the classic stories, and just put them with, a lot of times, with very beautiful artwork that just helps tell the story and give you more of a visual representation. So I hope you like this video, and if you do, just go ahead and give it a like, and I will see you next time.